Hello everyone, my name is Carolina and I'm currently a social media intern at Sparkworks. We are a strategic innovation company and are all about human-centered innovation. As my personal project, I'm making a podcast series showing how versatile human-centered businesses can be. I'm here with Jenny, a concept developer at Brandsoul. Thank you so much for your time. To get started, what is Brandsoul?
So Brandsoul is a creative agency for brand experience and activation, founded by André Isler and co-owned by Carol Ramy. And our main focus is on events, brand communication, construction, and digital. So our services are widespread, meaning we do everything from consulting, concept development, sonography, graphic and branding, and we do the whole organization and implementation of our projects.
It sounds very interesting. You do a lot, and live communication is a really cool and modern branch to be working in. And what do you do at Brandsoul?
My role is concept developer. So I develop the ideas, the stories, and I implement them together with the graphic designer and the 3D sonographer. And if the idea stands, we give it to the project leaders who are responsible for the implementation, organization, the communication with the clients.
Cool, so you're a creative mind, you could say.
Exactly. I work in the creative team. That's right.
All right. And do you know what sparked the Brandsoul business idea?
Yeah, so we derive from the thought that new customer behavior demands new concepts for branding and events, and that brand values can flourish if they can be experienced on all channels consistently.
Yeah.
So, and doing that, the brand identity is brought to life by experiencing it, and what we believe is in the power of people interacting with people and with brands. That's where we derive from.
I agree completely with that concept. And why do you think Brandsoul is successful?
Well, I think we put the people first and we think from their perspective. I think that's very important. And also the agency has been in the branch for more than 20 years, which means that we have a lot of experience to take along to our clients. And I think further we're a great team. We're a creative team that works with passion, with and for topics that are very interesting, that are of our own interests, and therefore we are able to deliver inspiring ideas as we are being inspired by the projects we work for. And maybe another point is that we are independent. We customize all of our ideas, resulting in every concept living up to the brands completely. So we are creating their own incomparable world for the brands.
So it's a very personalized, projects for the clients and their needs.
It is. It's perfectly living up to the client, to the brand.
And what were some challenges or a failure you encountered along the way that you were able to learn from?
I think there were a lot of challenges. For one thing, we never compromise. So we want to give the best of quality to our clients.
Yeah.
And that could be challenging, of course, but I think the most challenging is probably the speed of our society. Creativity is a precious good, and you have to be fast to plant your ideas before anyone else does. I think that's the most challenging part, the speed.
Always to be looking at the future and what's new.
Exactly. You always have to follow the trends, to be updated, to know which way you're going, maybe a bit faster than the others. So it's a thing of seeing or recognizing the trends before anyone else does, and that's pretty challenging.
It's very important, yeah. All right, so in what way do you focus on humans, and how do you make sure they stay at the core of what you do?
Yes, so our passion, so to say, is to activate people, both live and digital. And we develop and design everything from branding to corporate and consumer events, exhibitions, ceremonies, and in all of the stories, we conceptualize that people are always the main protagonists. So we design everything around them, the dramaturgy, the setup, the communication. They are, so to say, put in the center of the experience we create for them. And that's why activating people is in our claim. And also the name Brandsoul, it literally means the soul of a brand. And the soul consists of the people behind, and they constitute the brand.
So you're completely human-based.
Exactly.
Speaking about the future and that you have to stay on top of the trends, what do you think the future of work will look like within your company?
Well, we believe in the power of personal encounters and emotions, and these moments take place above all in personal exchange. But if that encounter is not possible, like for the time being, the live communication industry has to grasp the virtual zeitgeist and needs to think maybe even more digital than we already do. But it's important that thereby that you obtain the significance of the protagonist, so the people. But of course, it's going to be even more digital, and that's what we have to grasp and how we have to adapt.
Especially right now, there's like a complete shift to digital and what we're living through right now, and you have to kind of find a way to still connect with people through digital programs without human contact, so to speak.
Exactly. But I think the important thing is that you still keep the emotions that are there when you have a personal encounter. That's important. Also to keep the people in the core. That's important.
Yeah, very nice. So do you have any sort of advice for people trying to focus on innovative, human-centered projects?
Well, again, it's just putting the people first, to think from their perspective. And of course, the mythology and the questioning and analyzing data is a key. But we also need to ask the right questions. Are we talking about ratio data, or is it emotional data? So that's where we really need to understand how the people feel, what is in their heart and soul, and how do they act, what do they want, what do they wish for.
Cool, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I think we're through with the questions from my side. So do you have anything you would like to add?
No, I think for me it's fine. Thank you so much. It was very interesting.
It was for me too, it was very insightful, very interesting, and also fits really well with what Sparkworks is about, namely human-centered innovation. So, very cool. Thank you for your time, and see you next time.
Thank you.